Megan. I'm one of the Chief Fire Leaders on Friday nights, and I'm here to bring you our next vlog. My hair's all wet and stuff because we just got back from the Super Soak War, which was a lot of fun. But today I'm going to talk to you about a really simple scripture. It's James 4:8, and it says, if you draw close to God, God's going to draw close to you. So the whole point of Techno Week was for us to draw closer to God by avoiding technology, because a lot of times technology can distract us from things. Can distract us from hearing God's voice, can distract us from seeing Him move, can distract us from getting into His presence in like a really easy way. In the scripture, it tells us all it takes to grow close to God, for God to know you, is for you to take that first step. For God to know you is for you to take that first step, and change something about your lifestyle. So a lot of you guys that participated in Techno Week, you drew close to Him by avoiding technology, not going on Facebook, not watching TV, not going on the computer, not playing video games, and instead of doing those things, you use that time to go after God. And that's exactly what He wants you to do all the time, not just during a specific week. If we want to be known by God, we have to be willing to change certain things about ourselves. I used to every night fall asleep with the TV on because it was just like the lights, and it was just the only way I thought I could fall asleep. And then when I started coming to the church, pretty much every leader I talked to, I was like, how do you get to sleep? Do you watch TV? And they always said they listen to worship music. So I figured I would give it a try, and it helped, like pulling myself away from the situation, because especially if you fall asleep watching the TV, it can just really get into your mind, and you don't know what you're watching. You can't monitor it because you're asleep. So I would always get really bad dreams because I would leave the TV on and some wacky shows would come up when I was sleeping, and give me some really messed up dreams. So now that I just listen to worship music while I sleep, and I make sure that I avoid those parts of technology that are negative to my spirit and negative to God's work in me. Now that I'm doing that, I'm drawing closer and closer to Him every day, because I'm finding the time to read my Bible. This past week, during Techno Week, I think I've read my Bible more than I ever have, ever. I mean, I've already read like 7 New Testament books. From this week, we've learned that in order to go after God, we have to get rid of some things from our past. In order to draw close to Him, we're going to have to understand that we're different people. You're a different person after you accept Christ. You're not the same person that you were before. You know, you're not going to focus all your time on, oh, when am I going to watch TV? When am I going to play my video games? When am I going to go on Facebook? You're instead focusing your time on, when can I worship Him? When can I read my Bible? When can I do this? And it's a transition. Everything in your walk with God is a transition. So if you want to grow closer to Him, you're going to have to transition from being a secular person who watches TV and plays video games and goes on Facebook 24/7 to being a Christian and a Christ follower whose first and main goal is to strive after Him. And even if you have to push away technology, if that's what's getting into the way of your walk with Christ, then so be it. You're going to have to do that. It's obvious that you can be a Christian and go on Facebook and watch TV. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you have to be willing to put God first. So I just really want to encourage you guys to, since Techno Week is going to be over soon, to keep striving after God and keep seeing technology not as the main source of your joy. It's just a way to have fun. It's a way to relax, but it's not the way. It's not the only way. The main way, the true way, and the first way is to seek God first. So I love all you guys. If you ever want to talk, we're all here. And congrats on finishing Techno Week.